All right. Good evening, everyone, to Eagan High School for the South Suburban matchup between the host Eagan Wildcats and the visiting Burnsville Blaze. We're going to talk over the Burnsville introductions, Carrie. In the booth tonight is Scott and Carrie to call this big matchup, and we'll try to catch the PA announcer or do the Eagan boys roster as we go through. On kind of a youth night, we got a couple dozen youth in the stands tonight, Carrie. A little bit for a bigger crowd than perhaps the boys are used to. They'd be nervous in front of the youth.
You know, I guess we'll find out, but I hope they can handle it, and they can put on a good show for our youth and show them what high school Eagan boys volleyball is all about.
Well, we're still going through the Burnsville roster, no offense to them, but we'll talk over that until we get to Eagan side. Eagan comes in an inaugural kind of official high school sanctioned sports season. I think we mentioned they're 2-1 in conference and 8-4 overall. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's Eagan's record.
So a strong start to their season, and Burnsville comes in maybe limping a little bit, 1-2 in the conference, and I think 2-8 or 2-10 overall.
I think it was 2-10 maybe overall. We'll be quiet now and let the announcer announce our athletes.
And outside hitter, middle blocker, number 17, Preston Tanner. And outside hitter, number 30, Zachary Rock. And a sophomore, number 40, a middle blocker, Carson Coppin. Your starters for your Eagan Wildcats, a junior, middle blocker, standing 5'10", number 3, Sawyer Marquez. A junior center, standing 6'2", number 7, Will Barrett. A junior outside hitter, standing 6'5", number 8, Derek Liverseed. A sophomore outside hitter, standing 6'3", number 9, Drew Jelly. A senior middle blocker, standing 6'4", number 11, James Eichton. An 8th grade outside hitter, standing 6 foot tall, number 24, Gus Eichner. And in the libero position, standing an astounding 5'3" senior, number 13, Dylan Hundle. Your board's RCB is assisted by student manager Tessa Martin and coach by Kelly Schlegel, Alice Johnson, and head coach Luke Lopez. Give your starters and your Wildcats a round of applause.
All right, so the T-shirts have been thrown into the crowd, some further than others, some fell apart in the air.
They did. That was entertaining to watch that happen and see the crowd go wild.
The kids can't turn down a free T-shirt, so hopefully they go happy with that.
Absolutely.
Add that to the wardrobe.
Yep.
So we're going to have kind of the Eagan and Burnsville. I thought I might have heard that Eagan and Burnsville have seen each other earlier this season.
They did. In a tournament at Eastview, they matched up on the last day, and Eagan did win that matchup in 2 sets. It was best of 3 for the tournament. So tonight we get hopefully a little more volleyball. It's best of 5 tonight.
Okay. Well, hopefully that trend continues, especially on the home court. I know Eagan was coming off a kind of a real competitive, tough loss to a real good Shakopee team last week. It kind of went down to the wire, at least the sets.
It did. It went to 5. Yep, took Shakopee to 5. They're one of the top. They're in the top 10 ranked teams in the Class 4A right now. So that was a really good match, good test for Eagan, and it was nice to see them compete.
Okay, well, maybe we'll see them again in the postseason. Quick starting lineup for Burnsville Blaze. We've got number 7, Moises Sevilla, 21, Carter Kiss, 13, Santiago Jimenez, if I'm saying that right, number 9, Christian Gamboa, and we've got number 2, Min Fuang Le, I apologize for the pronunciation, at number 10, Cole Frick. I think I got everybody on the floor for Burnsville Blaze.
I think you got it. And for Eagan, we have 3 Sawyer Paquette, 7 Will Barron, 8 Derek Liverseed, 9 Drew Jellin, 11 James Eiton, 24 Gus Eigner, and then 13 our libero is Dylan Punzel. Will Barron starts with the serve for Eagan. And point Burnsville. Looks like Derek just got a little under that ball when he went up for that swing.
All right, number 13 for Burnsville Blaze will be Santiago Jimenez is going to serve. 1-0 Burnsville to start it early on.
Oh, and it slides off Dylan Punzel's arms.
Okay.
They're up 2 very quickly here.
Looking at the bench, looks like Egan's got their full roster tonight, maybe minus Zach Rojas, but at least health-wise, they've got their full roster available.
They do. Just in the last week, Eagan has gotten a full healthy roster and been able to use everyone on that roster.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yep.
Oh, nice block by Derek Liverseed.
Courtesy of Derek Liverseed. Serving for the Wildcats will be
Derek Liverseed, number 8, a junior, going to serve for Eagan. Ooh,
It's an ace.
that's an ace.
Ooh, and I don't know if you heard that at home, folks, but we have a nice sound effect on that ace. Wildcat growl.
Sound like I was in the woods at night, a Wildcat for sure.
Yeah, if the lights were off, we'd be a little scared. Oh, and a second ace. It rolls off the tape for Derek.
Okay. A quick change of pace there. 3-2 Eagan comes up. Derek with a little smile on his face. See if he can keep it going. Oh. And he can't.
Yep. It's they go for that that jump serve with a top spin, and it does take a pretty quick downward trajectory. So if you don't hit it up high enough, it's going to pop into the net. Well, and Burnsville answers with their own.
That was number 21, Carter Kiss, on the serve for Burnsville.
Serving for the Wildcats, number 11.
Looks like we got a rotation or a sub, for Eagan.
Yep. So now we have Sawyer Paquette in the front row playing front middle, and James Eiton will be serving for Eagan.
And that ball just kind of hung there with no spin and just kind of fell apart as it crossed over the net. So an ace for James Eiton. 5-3.
Eagan picks that up. Back set to Drew Jellin and sails a little wide to that deep corner.
Looks like first-year Eagan head coach Luke Lopez makes another rotation change. Just kind of watching his bench manner. He seems very quiet and very kind of soft-spoken. Not a whole lot of ups or downs with him. Just kind of talks to the guys in between points.
Yep, he does. That's kind of his coaching style there. Oh, and that one just a roll shot there by Drew Jellin. He was going for that opposite short corner, which is a nice shot to go for. It just went a little bit wide.
Number 7, Moises Sevilla, serving for Burnsville. Ooh, good finish by number 9, Christian Gamboa.
That overpass. I've heard some people say that's the best set to get is when it comes from the other team, just over the net.
Well, Coach Luke Lopez agrees. He calls a quick timeout and wants to kind of set it over. Just a quick mention for Burnsville. Their head coach is Brooke Reinhardt in their inaugural season.
And Eagan, we mentioned Luke Lopez as the head coach for Eagan's first season, and then assistant coaches Kelly Schlegel, Alex Johnson, and Susie Heilman. Our student manager for Eagan is Tessa Martin. And, Kelly Schlegel, she was the head coach for many years, ever since the program started in 2019. She started the club program here at Eagan and has been a part of boys volleyball at Eagan High School since it started.
Well, I'm glad she's able to still kind of be involved. She's on the bench. She knows the kids very well. Maybe helps out Luke a little bit kind of as the season goes on. So fresh out of the timeout, we're going to have Burnsville serving. Again, it'll be Moises Sevilla, number 7. Blaze up 6-5 in this first set at Eagan High School.
There we go. There's a kill for Gus Eigner. Nice pass from Derek Liverseed up to Will. Set it outside to Gus, and I think that's the first official kill of the game for Eagan.
Well, here comes Max Brown in to do some damage as a server. See if he can kind of get Eagan a little bit of distance, a little comfort here. Nice play by Max.
Good dig by Max. Yep. Dylan sets it up, and another kill by Gus Eigner with that nice little, again, just a nice little roll shot. And that back row defense for Burnsville just wasn't quite able to get there in time.
Nice job by Sawyer Paquette, I believe, number 3. Junior, 5'10" for Eagan. Well, Max Brown comes in and gives Eagan a quick 2-point lead in the first set.
Timeout was effective for Coach Lopez.
We never know he even called it, to be honest, by watching.
You know, exactly. All right, and an ace for Max. All right, and that one just a little short, goes into the net, and so the Blaze will be serving number 9, Christian Gamboa. He's a senior for Burnsville.
Just 2 seniors on this Burnsville Blaze team, kind of a young group.
Oh, nice play by
sorry,
Max.
Carrie, go
Nope,
ahead.
you're good. He just, you know, sometimes it's hard to make a play when it's way off the court and into your own team's bench, and he was able to pull that back.
I was just going to note, looks like Burnsville's kind of trying to build some numbers for their perhaps high school program. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys on the bench. Some of those may have played JV as well. Yeah, nice job by Burnsville. They're kind of matching Eagan point for point, 10-8. Eagan up by 2.
That's a kill by Cole Frick for Burnsville.
Serving for the Blaze will be number 10, Adolfo.
And he's serving too. Got the kill and then gets to serve.
Left-hander. Max Brown, good set. Derek Liverseed finds the spot.
Yep, finds that deep corner.
Serving for the Wildcats, libero number 13, Dylan Hudson.
All right, Dylan, number 13, the libero at Eagan, will be serving.
Looks like he had a little tough time with the handle there.
I guess, and then the door's open.
Well, he was trying to do the casual roll up the foot, you know, up to the just.
Doesn't always work for you, does
no,
it?
I noticed that over there. It doesn't work very often. Here he comes with a little Bronx cheer from the crowd.
Yeah.
He handles it well.
Yeah, that was quite the entrance actually. When the doors open, you get to come back. It's funny.
Ooh, nice job by Derek Liverseed.
Number 21.
Kind of an unexpected nice play by 21 Carter Kiss. Or Chris, excuse me, a sophomore.
Yep, he just kind of popped that over, and Eagan kind of watched it, I guess, fall right in the middle, in that spot. That's hard. Everyone's close to it, but no one commits sometimes.
We got number 2, Min Fong Lei, serving. Burnsville gets it over. Will Barron finds the opposite corner. Yeah, Derek Liverseed found the corner on the other side a few plays ago, and Will Barron finds it on the other end.
Wildcat substitution 9 for 10.
Easier said than done, obviously, Carrie, but maybe they could keep looking for those back corner spots where there's open space.
Yep, exactly. It's always a good spot if you can paint that corner. Will Barron serving for Eagan. There's an overpass.
Nice play.
Yeah, that was James Eiton with that kill.
It's nice to see James back on the floor. I think he started the season kind of just healing. Now he's on the floor, which is good to see the guys out there getting some action. Exactly. 13-9 Eagan.
Will serving a nice pass by libero number 2, and they're going. Oh, they went with a back row attack. Number 9, Christian Gamboa had that swing from the back row.
Serving for the Blaze, number 13, Santiago Jimenez.
Oh, Jimenez is his last name. I was saying Jimenez, so I've got that corrected. It's Santiago. Are we not ready to go?
Let's see.
He gets a practice serve in, it looks like.
Looks like it. I wonder if he served before the whistle was blown. occasionally you're so excited to serve, you forget to wait for the whistle. Dylan, nice pass there to Will. Going outside to Drew.
Nice job by Drew Jellin. Not much to do with that one for Min Fung Lei. He handled it, but just carried out a little bit too far.
Yep, there's a lot of power on that. So it hit his arms and went sailed back over the net and right out of bounds. And we'll have Derek Liverseed serving for Eagan.
Point plays.
All right. Back over to Burnsville. Carter Chris, the sophomore. 3 sophomores on the team, it looks like, or maybe 4 or 5 that play. 2 seniors, a couple of freshmen. So overall, a rather young team. Drew Jellin just pushes it right through.
Yep. Drew getting kills on both sides of the pins.
Serving will be number 11, James Eaton.
James Eaton back for serving, and that means Sawyer Paquette is back in the front row for Eagan.
Coach Brooke Reinhardt giving some coaching to the Burnsville guys during the pause.
Oh, that was good defense by
Sawyer Paquette.
number 10.
Nice job. Oh, is there? Okay, I thought it was out, but we had a good effort there.
Yep.
16-11 Eagan in this first set. Again, a South Suburban matchup at Eagan High School.
Burnsville free balls it over. Derek will handle that and set it to Will. Will with a...
Drew Jellin mixes it up with the soft.
They pick that up. Eagan picks up this tip.
Nice rally here on both sides.
And Gus Eichner gets the kill, rolling off the hands of the Burnsville block.
I'm sure it's noticeable on TV, but obviously Eagan's got kind of the length factor, kind of the height at the front of the net, and Burnsville at times is having a hard time getting it over kind of with their kill attempts. So maybe it'll warm down as the match goes on. Ooh. Oh boy.
Oh, off the head.
You try that once a game.
Exactly.
It almost worked.
Yep. Oh, up. Nice
save
pick
by
up
Will
by
Barron.
Will Barron.
Good set.
Yep.
Another nice rally.
Oh,
just as I was saying, the length of Eagan was causing trouble. Burnsville powers one through.
They do. Kind of tooled it off of their hands, and number 9 got one to drop.
Number 14, sophomore for Burnsville, comes in. I'm just going to sound it out. Gael Garcia Echeverria. We'll try that again as he makes a play or two during the game.
That sounds good. Yep, we'll get better as the night goes on. Oh, a nice try on that middle, trying to get that middle hitter established for Eagan.
Burnsville trying to kind of push Eagan a little bit, closes the gap to 17-13 in this first set. Number 7. Serving for Burnsville.
Derek handles it. Will puts a back set. It goes over, but man, this one. Oh, and this one is 4 hits on Burnsville's side. So Wildcat ball, and Max Brown will come in to serve for Eagan.
Yeah, Max Brown came in earlier and ripped off, I think, 3 points quickly to give Eagan a little bit of some breathing room. Let's see if he can add to that. Maybe finish out this set. Max Brown is a junior.
And it's ball to Burnsville. They called a double contact on number 10, Max Brown, for that set.
What did the officials see there? Just,
you know, your hands are supposed to, touch the ball together and finish together.
Okay.
And sometimes if they see any, like one holding onto it longer or not having a clean contact, they'll call that double. Usually the ball spins quite a bit more, and in college that's not even on the second contact. As long as it doesn't go over, it's not even a call anymore. It's not even a rule. They've gotten rid of it at the college level.
All right.
So eventually that will probably trickle down to high school and to club, but right now it is still a rule. So, but Eagan gets the ball back on that serve that went out for Burnsville.
Ooh, nice to roll up.
We tried, just couldn't quite. It's pretty close to the net, so Derek tried to make a play on that, but couldn't quite get it over from that angle. 19-15 Eagan.
Cole Frick, number 10, the sophomore for Burnsville, is going to serve. 19-15 Eagan. Nice set by Max Brown. The Will Barron. No messing around there. Nice and clean. Nice kill by Will Barron. First team to 20 so far is Eagan.
It's nice when you get that first pass, that servicey pass from Derek. It was a nice pass right to Max. He had a lot of options. He could go any spot. It's called a 3 pass because you have 3 options: outside, middle, and back. And the defense doesn't know what you're going to do.
Burnsville, nice job getting it over.
Nice middle. That's our first middle kill there off a set. That's one for James. Timeout, Burnsville.
Burnsville coach Brooke Reinhardt called timeout to kind of regroup the guys. We've got some tunes. Maybe you cannot hear us, but we'll try to get some sponsors in.
Yep.
Let's go from the bottom up this time around and mix it up. So some great sponsors for Eagan Boys Volleyball is LP Photography and Motion by Lisa Peterson, who I believe might be in the building tonight.
She is in the building tonight. You may see her walking around with a gray sweatshirt and a camera around her shoulder. And
she's taking a photo of the bench right now of the huddle. So we appreciate her support of Eagan Volleyball.
She also did all the photography for the senior posters that are hanging in the gym and our virtual program. So we really appreciate Lisa and all she does for Eagan Boys Volleyball.
Well, if you caught some of her photos and you like what you saw, again, it's LP Photography in Motion. Owner Lisa Peterson.
Yep.
Also Madigan, Dahl, and Harlan Law Firm for your legal needs. Hopefully, if you got a motion to file or something like that, Carrie, it's in a positive way to benefit everyone.
Exactly.
But Madigan, Dahl, and Harlan will help you out with that as well.
Absolutely. Yep. Or if you have a booster club to start, they helped out with that for us for Eagan Boys Volleyball. Helped out with all the needs to get that situated and done correctly.
Well, fresh out of the timeout, Eagan 21-15.
Dylan Punzel with the serve. And number 9, Christian Gamboa, tried that back row attack again. He has a pretty good swing, but went in the net that time, so point for Eagan.
Nice try by Carter Chris. He just kind of, I don't see a whiff, just mistimed it or didn't quite see it. Maybe he was looking at the guys across the net from him, trying to figure out where he's going to maybe try to kind of angle it by and just missed it.
Yep.
23-15.
And that serve just goes wide. McKenna Melville as the line judge on that far side. She is the girls' high school Eagan coach. And so she knows what she's doing over there. A little miscommunication there with Dylan and Gus.
Point for Burnsville. That was number 2, Min Phuong Lei.
With that ace.
Serving. Got a little smile on his face after that. See if he can kind of tighten the gap here.
Oh, and again, Eagan tried a middle attack again and just sailed a little higher than James's arm there. Nice pass by Dylan to get that up to Max.
Another nice jump serve back to the corner. Max Brown, Will Barron. Play ball by Burnsville. Carter Chris, nice cover. Derek Liverseed has had enough. He gets the kill. And we got 24-18 Eagan. Drew Jellin back in for Max Brown. Did a nice job serving.
Will Barron
and setting, I should say. Will Barron hopefully going to close out this set.
Yep.
Gets all the glory at the end after his teammates do a lot of the work.
Sometimes that's how it works. Well, they handled that serve nicely. And Gus gets the dig. Will sets it to Drew. And they had a couple players wanting to make that play for Burnsville, and Eagan gets the point.
Well, Eagan takes set 1. Again, it's best out of 5, 25-18. Looks like the clock is just 3 minutes, kind of give the teams a chance to chat, rest, get a little water.
Maybe I'll do. So these are very unofficial stats, but
If I hear it, it's true. Go with it.
okay, we're gonna go with it. Trying to keep some stats here for just the kills. I can't do much more than that while we're talking up here, but very well balanced kills for Eagan. We had Will Barron with 2, Derek Liverseed had 2, Drew Jellin had 2, and James Eiton had 2. So they were all really doing a good job. Eagan's doing a good job of moving the ball around. And then our leader for that first set was Gus Eigner with 3. So some, again, nice balanced scoring for Eagan in that first set.
Okay. Well, keep continuing to do that, Carrie, because I'm not paying any attention to who's doing what.
All right. I'll do what I can.
Right.
I got 1 set anyway.
Okay.
Under my
We'll
belt.
times it by 3 if we have to figure out the total stats.
Perfect. Whatever we say, no one else knows, right?
Just a quick look at the upcoming schedule for Eagan. The boys will be on the road at Farmington on Thursday, May 1st. Then at home against Eastview, who I think is on top of the conference, if I'm not mistaken.
They are.
Maybe Farmington was as well, kind of the upper half.
They're both in the upper half. Yep.
And then Apple Valley on the road, Lakeville North at home, and Rosemount, potentially a new rivalry budding with a new sport. So if you want to catch some Eagan volleyball, they're at Eagan High School next Tuesday, May 6th, and the following Tuesday, May 13th. They're your last 2 home
Regular
games.
season. Yep.
And I'm not sure how the playoffs will work. If the high seed hosts the game or if this neutral site's going for it, I have no idea what they're doing for kind of the playoffs.
With this being the first year as a sanctioned sport, I think everything can be a little different than it has been previously.
Okay.
During the club season, the high seed had the option to host all of the section matches. So we will see what happens this year.
Well, hopefully Eagan will have the opportunity to host something. I'm not sure if the sections are similar to basketball and kind of the other sports, or if it's a different mix of teams.
There's a little bit different mix of teams because they're just not every school has a boys varsity volleyball program yet. So Eagan happens to be in a section that's more on the eastern side of the cities.
Okay.
And I don't know all the teams, but I know Park Cottage Grove is in that section. I believe Eastridge is in it. St. Paul Highland team. So there's the schools are on the east side. Thankfully, not with Eastview, who's leading our conference.
Well, yeah, not thankfully. Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah.
Here's the bad news: Eastview is on top of the conference. They go to Rosemount, who's second in the conference, and then Farmington. I think they play at Farmington is third in the conference. Now, again, it's only 3 games, but they're 2-1. But still, overall, the records are over 500. So some tough competition for Eagan boys. Coming up.
The South Suburban Conference has some very talented volleyball players, so this is a tough conference to play in, which hopefully will just prepare them for sections. So.
Well, here we go. Coach Luke Lopez kind of just some finishing touches with the boys as they get set. It looks like I don't see the ball.
Burnsville should be serving because
Okay.
Eagan started the first one.
Okay.
The first set, so it looks like Burnsville will serve to start off set 2.
And that'll be number 7, senior Moises Sevilla.
So right now the down ref is going through.
He's got some hard questions, it looks like, to see what's going on.
Looks like the boys were not quite lined up according to the lineup that he was given.
Burnsville trying to pull a fast one, is that what's happening here?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes we've been in this situation with various teams where accidentally the coach writes down the numbers, the jersey numbers in the wrong order, and then it can make for a very interesting set.
Well, number 6 just tried to get his first action, and he had to walk off, and to be honest, I don't even see number 6 on the roster. It's like they didn't even give him credit for walking on the floor.
Exactly, right. Yeah, he's not listed on their side. Well, he probably is the back middle, and so the libero went in for him.
Okay. All right. Rules are the rules.
Rules are the rules.
We'll see if Burnsville have some angst from that decision by the down. Is it the down ref or down judge?
The down ref.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. He probably would go by either, but typically it's the down ref.
Derek with the kill.
Yep.
Get that pen handy.
That's right.
Will Barron will start off this set serving for Eagan, up 1-0 in the set and 1-0 in the match.
Oh, and a little short there. Burnsville ball, 1-1.
Number 9, Christian Gamboa, senior.
And that one sails out past the back line. Derek Liverseed will serve for Eagan.
That's tough.
Hits that corner. There's an ace for Derek. Right down that line.
We'll see if he goes to the same spot again or just hits it over and see where it goes.
I don't know. It was pretty successful the first time.
Oh, tries the opposite side, but a little longer.
All right, 2-3. Eagan 3, Blaze 2. We have sophomore Cole Frick serving for Burnsville.
Looks to be a left-hander.
Mm-hmm.
Any difference with a left-hand server in terms of the spin on the ball? Does that throw anybody off?
You know, it kind of a little bit. It's more so you can see it when someone is trying to hit. When you're blocking, you're kind of just used to blocking right-handed blockers. So it's a little different look when you have a left-handed hitter.
Nice set by Will Barron.
Yeah, this is a long rally here.
Good recovery by Burnsville.
Yeah, he brings that back
in. 13, Santiago Jimenez.
Yep.
Ooh, nice placement.
Nice place, yes, exactly. Gus picked a good spot. Went right over that block. That's a pretty big block over there for Burnsville with number 6, we don't know his name, and number 4, Leo Dvorak, another sophomore. James Eiton serving. And back row attack for number 9, Christian Gamboa. They like to go to him in the back row. That one just went out wide.
Nice recovery by both sides.
Good coverage there for Gus.
Number 6.
6 heads it over.
Drew Jellin going to finish it.
No, they
nice dig.
played it. Yep, nice dig.
Barron, nice set. Jellin again takes a little mustard off.
Going outside to Gus, hitting it off the high hands, but Burnsville picks it up. Oof. Going back to Drew. And the point ends.
Drew Jellin finally finishes it after a few different attempts. Credit to him for staying with it. Multiple different kind of speeds and angles he took during that rally.
He did. He mixed it up. He had some longer tips, short tips.
6-2 Eagan.
I think he maybe had 4 attempts just in that point alone.
Tried that one again and kind of caught him off guard the first time.
Well, Egan's
good recovery.
Able to, get it over. And again, another back row attack for Christian Gamboa. Just goes a little long. And Burnsville head coach Brooke Reinhardt has taken a timeout. Wildcats are up 7-2.
I don't know that we've mentioned their assistant coaches to give them some credit. Brendan Meyer, Alina Tan, and Josh Wastvet are listed on the roster. I'm not sure if they're all on the bench with Coach Reinhardt, but that's your assistant coaches for Burnsville. A couple other sponsors we've got working our way up. The world famous Chipotle kind of speak for themselves. Do a lot of fundraising there, fundraising nights for various clubs, a sponsor of Eagan Boys Volleyball. Dakota Electric Association is also a proud sponsor of Eagan Boys Volleyball. Obviously they provide the lights for the building, so it's good to have them around.
Yep, that's important.
So the boys can see the ball.
Yep.
John Mulkern, Coldwell Banker Real Estate Realty, has a son in various Eagan sports, been a proud sponsor of various sports. I'm glad to have him on board with Eagan Boys Volleyball as well. So if you're looking for some housing needs or just some advice or information, John Mulkern with Coldwell Banker Real Estate would be a guy to reach out to. Fresh out of the timeout, we've got 7-2 Eagan Wildcats up over the Burnsville Blaze.
And James Eiton is continuing to serve for Eagan. James is one of Eagan's 2 seniors. He is number 11, and then right now our liberos, our other senior, number 13, Dylan Punzel, and he is sitting out while James serves. And we have a net call. Looks like the down ref is calling number 9, Drew Jellin. Must have touched the net there going up on that block.
There's sometimes the anticipation of what the call is going to be when everybody just kind of pauses and stares at the official, not knowing exactly what.
Exactly.
And then you see the excitement on one side and the forlorn angst on the other side, at least for the point.
Yep.
7-3 Eagan. Ooh, nice serve. Nice and deep. Kind of caught Dylan off guard.
Yep. Ace for number 2, the libero for Burnsville.
Burnsville, a little hop on their step. Boys are smiling. Kind of having some good times out there. It's fun to see the kids being enthusiastic and competing at the same time.
It's a good reach by Gus to get that over. Derek plays that hit. Going back row again to Drew. And number 9 took a little bit off that time. And now Derek does his own back row swing and just goes a little long.
All right, little rally here by Burnsville, kind of tightening the score early on in the second set.
Okay, Derek handles that, and Eagan tries that middle attack. Burnsville's able to handle it.
Good recovery. Nice job, Burnsville.
Yeah, by Burnsville to keep that alive.
Eagan doesn't panic. They set their play, and Drew Jellin once again finishes it off. That's kind of found a nice spot for him in that kind of bottom corner there.
Yep. That kind of the right side. That's that spot in the front row, that front right side. It's a nice spot for. Sometimes you'll see a lefty there to come in and be able to hit down the line. Hey, there's an ace for Max Brown.
Yeah, just like before, he comes in for Drew Jellin for serving purposes and gets a point right out of it.
Yep. It's also nice in that front right side to have a good block there, because a lot of balls go to the left typically. So you want a big block on that side to try to rattle the hitter on the other side.
You lower that net about 3 inches tonight. We've seen a couple just barely get caught up in there.
If it was a women's height, some of those would be going over.
We got the last name of 6. His last name is Mohammed, but he just can't catch a break. He's getting some spotlight here for a serve, and he got pulled back.
He did. They were not quite in that rotation yet. And that, I think all that confusion maybe played into that serve, huh?
Well, I'll just wait till he gets back there, Carrie. He's ready to go, number 6.
Yep, number 6. Yep. Looking forward to seeing it. Gus Eigner for Eagan.
The 8th grader, Gus.
Yeah.
Playing well.
Makes a pass to Max, and Derek gets on that, but boy, a little bit of a.
Just right there.
Yep.
Good placement by
Burnsville. A little bit of an
Burnsville.
overpass. That was quite the ricochet that Burnsville was able to get that Derek's hit up.
Here we go.
Okay.
Number 6, Adele Mohammed.
Adele?
I think I said Adele Mohammed.
Adele Mohammed.
But we know it's Mohammed for sure last name. He comes in and gets a point right out of the game.
Yeah.
Patience paid off. 10-8.
And another ace.
Point,
Another ace. That pass again was close to the net, a little tough for Max to handle. And there, Derek gets another swing and goes off the hand of number 6, Adele Mohammed.
Nice job by Derek Liverseed.
Number 13,
Yeah, it's a good spot. That line shot is tough to defend. Dylan Punzel will be serving for Eagan. Oh, and the setter sends one over.
Will Barron is right spot. Muhammad couldn't get down low enough to dig that one out. 12-9 Eagan. In the second set tonight, Eagan won the first set.
25-18. Right now the score is 12-9 in the second set. All right, Eagan gets a free ball. Max goes outside to Derek, and he tools it off the block. Nice swing for Derek. And it looks like number 9 was questioning when Burnsville setter went up, did the Eagan blocker come over the plane of the net and affect that set? You're not allowed to do that on the second ball. But if you're in the neutral zone, then you're okay if you don't cross that plane. So that must be what the official thought. He's closer to it than we are, so.
This is number 7, Moises Sevilla. Nice play by Eagan.
Play. James Eiton taps that over. Finds an open spot in the middle. Here comes Drew Jellin for Eagan to play front row. Will Barron goes back to serve. And a tip over, Dylan handles that. Will sets it up to Derek. And Derek gets the kill on that one. I think a little miscommunication on Burnsville and who was going to get that second ball. Sometimes when the setter plays that first ball, that's hard. You need some communication on who's going to take that second one. All right, and an overpass by Eagan. Drew Jellin with another kill.
He's feeling it tonight, Carrie. He's had some good placements tonight.
He has. He's finding the floor. His timing is really nice. Extending up high to hit that ball up high and then snap your wrist and drive it down.
16-10 Eagan starting to pull away a little bit. Lands right at the back line. We need to hear some more ace sound effects. See if we can get another one with the Wildcat.
Growl? Yeah. Isn't a screech. I would say growl.
We'll find out next time.
Yep. But Eagan's managed to pull ahead a little bit here, create some space. They're up 17-11.
Senior captain Christian Gamboa, number 9 for Burnsville, going to serve. Right-hander gets it over the net. Nice recovery, perhaps, and there was nice recovery.
Yep, nice play by Eagan to get that over. Ooh, and there's a lot of quick back and forth net play there, and both teams made some nice plays, but Burnsville's hit just happened to go outside that sideline. Eagan point.
Nice dig. Good job by Will Barron.
Well,
Burnsville a little bit of a scramble. In the net.
And in the net on that follow through. James Eiton was ready for it, just followed through a little bit too much and his hand hit the net before the ball went down. There's a nice middle hit for Eagan. Started with a good pass by Dylan Punzel, and then Will Barron did a quick set to James Eiton in the middle, and now James gets to go back and serve.
Right, Sawyer Paquette, number 3, a junior, just entered the game, and Dylan sits down, 13.
right, a free ball coming over for Eagan. Let's see if they can take advantage. And good swing. Gus went for that deep corner, but it was just a tad long.
James Eiton comes out for a breather. Dylan back in after a quick breather. 19-13, Eagan Wildcats up in the second set. 1-0 in the match. Eagan ahead.
Oh, and Dylan catches that short serve, but sends it over. And number 13 for Burnsville, Santiago Jimenez. Goes for that line shot, but did not make it in the court. Max Brown is back in.
Eagan hits
Drew
that
Jones
magical
sits
20
down.
points. They can sense a Burnsville timeout coming.
This
That's
would be
another
about
point
the
to start.
time. Yep, this would be about the time. Let's see what happens. Max clips the top of the net, but it makes it over.
Nice job by 13.
Yep.
Santiago Jimenez, sophomore for Burnsville.
Yep.
20
Hits
to
it off that
14.
block.
And he
Lee's
gets a
serving.
chance. He gets a chance to keep playing with the ball.
Yep. And Gus Eigner, again, that back corner has been pretty successful for Eagan when they can hit it.
Serving for them will be number 24, Gus Eigner.
And just like Burnsville, now Gus got that kill and gets to go back and serve as well. That brings Derek Liverseed back up into the front row. And goes a little bit long.
Point for the Blaze.
21-15.
Serving for the Blaze, number 6.
Oh, looks like a sibling came into the gym playing baseball, dragged over to get a ride home.
Yep, shoes on the bats, just like
Down in
as they
front, we
should
can't
be.
see with those shoes on the bat.
And there's a point for Burnsville.
21-16.
Abdel Mohammed.
I don't know that he played in the first set. He's played quite a bit the second set. Oh, nice finish by Derek.
Yeah, great
Another
swing.
kill.
Great swing by
Serving
Derek.
for the Wildcats, libero, number 13, Dylan Thompson.
All right, Dylan serving for Eagan, the libero. James Eiton's back in, and Sawyer Paquette takes a break. And the setter, number 7, Moises Sevilla, had a nice play there, a little net play. He was a front row setter, so he could attack.
Blaze, number 7.
Well, Burnsville's hanging around, making it a little uncomfortable for Eagan.
They are. Maybe Eagan will be taking the timeout.
Maybe. Or maybe
Oh,
not.
maybe not with that serve that goes out. Drew Jellin is back in. Max Brown will take a break, and Will Barron is out the door getting the ball.
Oh,
for
must have
Eagan.
bounced back somewhere in the hallway.
Yep.
Not quite a long journey that Dylan had earlier.
Exactly.
And no fanfare either when he came back in.
No. Oh, and nice play by number 14 for Burnsville to keep that alive.
Oh, that's long. Well, here we
Oh,
go.
it's
Set
Eagan.
point.
Set point, yep.
Barron serving 6.
Oh, so Will Barron going to try to take the credit once again? His timing's impeccable for
It is.
closing out sets.
Yep.
24-17. A nice recovery by Burnsville.
They
He didn't
covered
get it
that
over.
well.
Oh,
Oh,
almost
nice
in the
up by
spot.
Will. Dylan sets up Derek. Tries that roll shot. Burnsville's another tip, gets
Nice
rejected,
shot by James.
but and Derek puts the exclamation point on that set. Eagan wins 25-17.
Yeah, nice patience by Eagan.
Goes on to our great sponsor.
All right, nice job by Eagan. This, if we want to do the kill roundup here,
What do we
for
got?
set 2, not quite as balanced as set 1. We had Derek leading the way with 6 kills in set 2, 8 overall. Will Barron had 1, so 3 overall. Drew Jellin had 3 that set, so he has 5 on the night. James Eiton added 2, same as his first set, and Gus Eigner added 2 more, so he has 5 on the night as well.
All right. Well, before we get to our sponsors, let's give a shout out to the award-winning Eagan TV broadcast crew that does a great job with 2 cameramen today. Producer in the booth. Who do we got working on the crew tonight, Carrie?
We have Emmett Johnson with us on camera 1, Carter Bain on camera 2, and Kiana Zastapil as our director in the booth tonight. So we thank Eagan TV for all they do for Eagan sports, and we're so happy they can be here tonight to broadcast this match for us, for our families watching, maybe from near, but certainly from far too, so that many people can enjoy this fun match tonight.
Yeah, we sometimes take Eagan TV for granted, but they're at almost every sporting event with high quality. You actually can see the numbers on players, see what's actually happening.
Multiple
they do a
camera
wonderful
angles.
job. Right.
That's really nice.
We're not quite at the hockey level yet where they got the instant replay monitor, I think, but maybe someday they'll bring it into the Eagan High School gym so we can really break down what we're seeing.
Yeah, we can only hope.
Right. Couple quick sponsors, food related. We got B52 Burgers and Brew off Highway 52 in Inver Grove Heights. If you got a hankering for a burger, you want to do something a little bit different than the standard, they have about 85 different burger styles and flavors and combinations there, so we appreciate their support. Devani's kind of speaks for itself as well, kind of an old staple. Nice pizza there. Devani's over on Cliff and kind of by the Target on Cliff. Over there. And then if you want to get a little fancy, nothing wrong with Devani's, but get a little fancier, perhaps Jensen's Restaurant would be a spot to take as well. If you want some fine, from a filet or a steak or maybe even seafood for all I know. I guess I wouldn't venture that far into it, but a lot of people do.
A lot of choices. There's definitely lots of choices.
Jensen's will have it, and we appreciate their sponsorship as well. And then Raising Cane's, another hot spot for high school kids and even parents. They oftentimes sell sandwiches here at sporting events, and also just some fundraising for Eagan boys volleyball as well. So we appreciate their sponsorship.
Yep. All right. We're coming on to set 3 here. Eagan's ahead 2-1. Again, it's a best of 5. Overall, so if Eagan takes this 3rd set, that will be the match. Burnsville's going to try to grab a set of their own in this set 3.
Well, we've got a new addition on the floor for Eagan, number 40, Carson. Is it Carson? Kanopik. Getting his first action of the night. He was welcomed in warmly by the boys out there. Gave him a couple high fives. Hopefully, he makes an impact right away. Get kind of his juices flowing. Again, Eagan up 2-0.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. Burnsville's got the same cast of characters on the floor. Oh, number 5. Oh, we got some confusion once again. Number 5 freshman Adomu tried to come in and was quickly turned around and sent back on the bench.
I think it was the libero that came in for him. So what happens is the down ref will check everyone's numbers.
Well, this guy's got to turn his head a little bit, this down rep, and get these guys on the floor and get them some time.
Yeah, he could make maybe the process go a little more smoothly, but then after he shows that everyone's in the right spot, then he allows the libero to go in for somebody. So
well, hopefully we see number 5. I think it was number 4, excuse me.
I think it was 5.
Oh, yeah, number 5. Hopefully we see him on the floor.
Yep. Will Barron starts with that serve and goes off the hands of Gus Eigner in the back, so that is a kill for the Blaze.
Serving for the Blaze, number 13, Santiago Eagan.
All right. Number 13, Santiago Jimenez, is serving for Burnsville.
Oh, nice dig by Burnsville. That was number 10, Cole Frick.
Yep, and again, that left-handed swing by number 21, Carter Chris, goes wide.
Serving for the Wildcats, number 8, Derek Liberty.
Derek up to serve. We're all tied up 1-1. And that serve goes long, so back to Burnsville.
Looks like a quick rotation there for Carson Knopkick. Hopefully he's back in.
Yep.
He was in and out. A little bit longer than number 5 for Burnsville. Hopefully they're both back. Nice dig, Will Barron. Drew Jellin.
Oh, it's coming back over. And nice pickup for Eagan to scramble and get that ball over. Dylan goes for that short tip and passes it over. And
nice job, number 9, Christian Gamboa.
Yep. He gets it through that block for Eagan. That's a pretty big block on that side with James Eiton and Drew Jellin, but he managed to hit the ball hard enough to get a kill.
Carter Chris with an ace. There's no blaze sound effect at the home gym for Eagan, that's for sure, but he gets the ace. 4-1 Burnsville in the 3rd set. Oh.
And just kind of didn't quite get off his hand, I'm sure, the way he wanted it to there for Carter Chris. So
Good support by his teammates, telling him to shake it off. Well, here he comes. Carson's back in.
He still has a smile on his face. So that happens to everybody. James Eiton serving for Eagan. A tip over. Eagan handles it, going back row or back side, right side for, and trying to back row that time. Let's see, Will got a hand out. Will Derek?
No way. No way.
Oh my goodness, the ball goes over.
Credit Derek Liverseed for that effort.
He had a good run down there.
I thought there was no chance, and Drew Jellin helps continue to play. Rally continues. Gets caught up in the wand.
On that antenna.
Antenna, excuse me.
Yep. Boy, Eagan worked hard for that point. That's why you never give up. You never know what's going to happen.
Nice job by Derek Liverseed. Kind of saved that play. 4-3 Blaze.
Oh, it's a tough
Set got a little too far there.
A little bit. Number 10, Cole Frick tried to make that play, but it's a tough spot to get that 3rd touch over. James Eiton serving, all tied up, 4-4. Oh,
nice job by Carson.
Whew. The one-handed block.
Now the bench erupts, standing ovation from the bench and his teammates.
Yeah, happy for him. It's always nice when someone, different gets a little playing time and they get a point.
Came in to make a play.
That's right. Well, James Eiton with the dig kill. Doesn't happen very often, but did there, and now Coach Brooke Reinhardt wants to talk things over with Burnsville. Eagan's up 6-4.
Well, not sure how many more timeouts to be called, 6-4, but let's get a few more sponsors in. We've got City and County Credit Union, located in Eagan, I believe, sponsor of Eagan Boys Volleyball. Park Dental for all your dental needs. Hopefully you don't have too many, but if you do, Park Dental will have some resources there for you. Eagan Arms, a newer restaurant in Eagan, probably 5 or 6 years maybe they've been around, maybe a little bit less. Kind of a different cuisine, but they sponsor a lot of different Eagan sports. A lot of fundraisers there, a lot of booster club meetings I think are held there. So if you want to try something a little bit different, Eagan Arms would be a nice spot. The Lone Oak Grill is also a nice sit-down restaurant. Bring your family, relatives are in town, bring them up there off the Lone Oak Road. And Sari's kind of grill, again a little Mediterranean type food. Maybe some belly dance in there, I think, at times, if they still have it.
I think they do at times, certain nights.
So check the website, see what night that might be for a little entertainment. But we appreciate those sponsors: Ansari's, Lone Oak Grill, Eagan Arms, Park Dental, City and County Credit Union sponsoring Eagan Boys Volleyball.
All right, we're back to action, and James Eiton serving for Eagan. And he plays it. Oh, another nice swing for Drew Jellin, and Burnsville's not quite able to handle that. The dig goes into the antenna, so that is a kill for Drew. Gus Eigner with the swing on the left side there. Carson Knopik in the middle did a nice job of looking like it was going to him. He was kind of drawing that block. So the block, that middle blocker was a step slow getting over to Gus.
A wayward dig, recovered by Burnsville. It's in.
Ooh,
Right?
Very
No?
close.
Am I out?
Looked like it was out. It was called out.
Ooh.
Oh, and the up.
I don't know.
I don't know. The up ref overruled the line judge, as they have the right to do if they see something different.
Well, we're perched up high in the Eagan broadcast booth, but I thought it was in originally. But I'm not saying I was right, but
Nope.
apparently the judge or the referee felt it was.
Yep, the ref, that's what they called, and his call is the one that matters, so.
All right, 8-6, another kind of tight set to start. Eagan up by 2. Oh, here we go. Number 5 did get in the game. I was waiting patiently for him to get off the bench.
He's in.
See if he makes an impact right away.
The 5, Adomu. And again, a right side attempt for Drew.
Is that just kind of the player decision whether they're going to try to do a kind of a hard kill or just kind of a soft push? Or is that coming from the coach on the floor, kind of a whisper in their ear?
You know, sometimes the coach will tell you if he sees or she sees a spot that's open on the floor and they want you to hit towards a certain spot. But a lot of times it is up to the player what they see.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what if they see a block there, if they don't. There you go, Drew.
Okay. Nice job, Drew.
Yep. Found an open spot that time. It looked like on that previous hit he was trying to make it a harder cut, closer to the other side of the court on the 10-foot line, which is a great shot as a pin hitter to hit that shot, but sometimes the net gets in the way.
Right. Max Brown back in. Drew Jellin takes a quick seat as Max will serve.
Oh, and Burnsville gets the ball over from the back line. And Will Barron uses the block there.
The teammates cheering on number 5, Edu Mo. The freshman from Burnsville, his first playing time of the night. Coach Brooke Reinhardt giving the guys some encouragement.
Max serving again for an ace.
There it is.
There it is. I hope the fans at home can hear that. It's a fun addition to the home match tonight. That's a new one. Oh, and another ace by Max.
Looks like Burnsville kind of is maybe falling apart here for a minute or two. Maybe Max can take advantage of that and kind of build a cushion.
Score is now 12-7, Eagan. And the block on that right side, Gus Eigner and Carson Knopik were there for a block and a point. And Max going for that far corner again and just...
Well, good stretch. Was that 4 quick points from Max?
It was. That was a nice run for Eagan. All right, number 9, Christian Gamboa, senior. He's Burnsville's hitter that, has been pretty effective tonight in those back row hits. It's fun to watch back there. Burnsville working hard.
Nice set, nice finish by Will Barron. Good kill.
That was a nice back set. Will took a little off, a roll shot, and found an open spot across the court.
Might be a little semblance of a farmer's tan on Will Barron, but I'm not 100% sure. Sun's out. First couple days of the year, it happens.
Might be there.
Might be there all summer for all we know.
More like a farmer's burn. And an ace for Gus Eigner.
I'm going to go on a limb and say Gus Eigner is the youngest varsity player in Eagan high school volleyball history for the boys side since it's their first year.
I think you're pretty safe with that statement.
So Good for him.
Yep.
I see there's an 8th grader on the JV, Cade Heilman, for Eagan. So a couple young guys at the high school level.
And a block. Block there for Eagan again.
And Carson doing a good job in this third set, kind of getting involved in the action. 17-8, kind of a quiet, I don't want to say a quiet beatdown, but the quality just kind of pulling away from Burnsville.
Yep.
And here comes the tunes.
Here they come. We might have a few more sponsors.
We do. We've got Wildcats up on Yankee Doodle and kind of across from Hy-Vee, Wildcats Bar and Grill. And also Trail Stop Tavern, both been kind of longtime sponsors of Eagan Sports. It's glad to have them on board with Eagan Boys Volleyball as well. Before the game, after the game, burger baskets, gets kind of good friendly food to eat. And then we've got Eagan Hockey Association and Eagan High School Football. It's nice to see other sports and kind of sport clubs support each other. Obviously, they're probably bigger outfits than Eagan Boys Volleyball at this point in time in their kind of tenure. So it's great to have them on board supporting Eagan Boys Volleyball as well, and maybe some crossover players for both sports as well. So glad to have them.
Yep.
So thanks to all of our Eagan sponsors. And the urgency room, for any medical needs, so far we're in the clear. And if the boys have some studying to do tonight, Carrie, they can maybe check out Math Advantage Tutoring to kind of finish out that school year strong.
Exactly.
And also Midwest Bank is our last one. If you got some numbers and you want to crunch them and make some money, give Midwest Bank a call. Nice job by Derek.
Yep, great job by Derek.
Good hustle by Burnsville, just wasn't there. Number 9, Christian Gamboa.
Yeah, Egan's up by 10 points now. It's 18-8. They really have pulled away in this third set.
And I believe Burnsville has called both of their timeouts in this set, if I'm reading the scoreboard correctly.
That's correct. So they don't have any more to call.
So they got to rely on their true grit to get through this set.
They do. True grit, maybe substitutions.
Well, fortunately, the coach is only 5 feet away from him on the sideline, so if he has to coach, he can kind of talk to him.
Yep.
All right.
That is an advantage in volleyball compared to other sports. Basketball, when your team can be on the total opposite side of the court.
Sure. Nice job by Will Barron. Good
Nice
attempt
set
by
by
Burnsville,
Max.
just too much power.
Yep.
19-9 in this third set. Eagan up 2-0 in the match.
And looks like Sawyer Paquette is coming in for Carson Knopik. And Sawyer is going to serve. This will be his first time serving tonight. So Dylan's taking a break from serving. And Sawyer gets it over.
Nice job by number 5. And Derek finds the kind of the dead spot when nobody was around.
Yeah, that was a nice little short roll shot for Derek. Right in the middle, open court there.
I don't know if we mentioned tonight, but the Eagan captains are Derek Liverseed, James Eichten, and Dylan Punzel. So let's give them some props for kind of the team leadership. Nice block. Good recovery by Burnsville.
Eagan going to Derek again on the outside. No touch. Again, going for that deep corner that's been successful. Just couldn't quite find it. Number 5 for Burnsville. Takes a break, and the libero, number 2, will serve.
Nice job by Max Brown.
Yeah, and
good set.
James to go get that one. There's a Derek Liverseed, a nice swing there. That was good communication by Eagan. Max Brown took that first ball. He's a setter. Will Barron stepped in to take the second one and was able to set up Derek for that kill. And now Will Barron gets to serve.
Well, surprise, surprise. Set's on the cusp, and here he is.
21-10.
Funny how that works out.
Seems to work out that way. And Will gets the ace.
22-10. A nice jump serve.
Oh, and
not so nice finish. But
Yep. So someone else will get to finish this match out. Maybe. It's not over till it's over.
serve just dies over the net.
Kind of a little overpass, and again, a little, I think, miscommunication on Egan's part, and who's going to take that ball?
Looks like a different formation from Eagan here than I've seen earlier.
It is a little different. Without having Dylan in there, Sawyer or Paquette is playing back row. And the ball doesn't quite make it over. The block was there and ready, though.
Here we go. Derek Liversey can claim the glory if he wants to. 24-11, kind of actually match point here. And he declines.
Yep. He went for it, though.
He did.
All right, we'll have
Carter Chris, a sophomore
Chris
from Burnsville, tries to extend the set and the match.
And Eagan wins on a James Eiton middle kill.
All right, Eagan takes this showdown 3-0. I don't know if you have some quick stats you want to share before we wrap things up.
You know, that again, we had a pretty some balanced kills that last set. Will Barron had 3, Derek Liverstein had 3, Drew had 2, James had 2, and Gus had 1. So nice sharing the ball for Eagan. They really have a lot of weapons and are able to set them all up to get some points for the team.
All right, well, do it for us carrying Eagan TV. I thought I said earlier that Eagan's back on Thursday night on the road at
Farmington.
At Farmington, yes.
And then this weekend, actually, they have a tournament at Shakopee. So they have quite a bit of volleyball to finish out the week.
All right, they're back in the Eagan home gym next Tuesday night if you want to check that out. Otherwise, enjoy your nice evening tonight. Eagan wins 3-0 in the South Suburban matchup. And I'm sure we'll be watching them going forward on Eagan TV and also in the postseason.
Yep, thanks for watching.
Right.
Have a good night.
Yeah. Good night.